Hello, dear students. Very good morning. So, we are learning the chapter synthetic fibers and plastic, right? So, in the previous class, we are learning about the plastic, right? So, in that, there are two types, one is thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. So, in today's class, we are going to study about what are the properties of plastics and what are the disadvantages of plastics and how can we prevent more use of plastics. We can learn. So, first, we learn about plastics as materials of choice. Plastic as materials of choice. So, being lighter as compared to the metals, so plastics are used in cars, aircrafts, and spacecrafts also. So the list is endless if we start counting articles like slippers, furnitures, decorative pieces, and so many cookwares and some of the storing containers. These are all made up of plastics because of their moldable property. So plastics as materials of choice. So plastic is non-reactive. So you know that metals will react to the atmospheric gases or water like that. So metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air. So but some most of all the plastic it does not react with the water and even with the air. So they will not corrode very easily. So that is why they are used to store some of the materials, various kinds of materials including some chemicals also. So we can say plastic is non-reactive. Plastics are poor conductors. So conductors means the substance which conduct electricity or heat. We can call it as they are conductors. If they do not conduct electricity or heat, we can call them as insulators. Right? You have studied about that in your lower classes. So plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. That is why electrical wires have a plastic coverings. You might have seen green color, red color, or black color coatings, right, on the wires. So they are covered by the plastic since they do not transmit the electricity and there is no chances of electric shocks. So that is why electrical wires have always have a plastic coverings and some of the handles of screwdrivers. So screwdrivers are made up of plastic. As mentioned above, handles of frying pans are also made up of plastics. So most of the kitchenware items, for example, cooker holders, so these are all made up of the plastic. Why they will use? Because these are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Next is plastic is light. They are light, strong, and durable products. You know about the plastics, right? These are weightless, means that they are having a very light weight, and they are very strong and durable. It can last for longer time, and it can be molded into different shapes, sizes, and different designs also, and it is used for the different purposes. So plastics are generally cheaper than the metals. Okay, metal. If you want to buy a metal, for example, steel cookware item, it will cost more when compared to the plastic one, right? So they are widely used in industries and for the household articles. So these are the properties of the plastic. So these plastics are also extensively used in healthcare centers. Best example is the tablet covers, gloves, and so many things they are also using. Next topic is plastics and the environment. So students, we use, as I told, we use different kinds of plastics in our day-to-day life, right? So these plastics are non-biodegradable substances. Okay, non-biodegradable means these are not degraded, these are not decomposed by any living organisms. So these substances will remain in the earth or in the water for very longer time, and it is very dangerous for the earth. So it may cause plastic pollution also. The extensive use of plastics may lead to plastic pollution. So a material, coming to this environmental related topic. So there are two types of substances. One is biodegradable substances and non-biodegradable substances. Biodegradable means so a material which get decomposed through natural process such as by the action of a bacteria. For example, if you throw a vegetable waste or domestic waste or into the garbage, or so if you throw it, so after few days it will be degraded by bacteria and fungus which is there, right? In the microorganisms chapter we have learned, right? So microorganisms will degrade that. But some of the materials which cannot be easily decomposed by natural processes, so they are called as non biodegradable substances. So best example is these plastics. So plastics, if you throw a plastic, means it will stay for thousands of years there only without degrading or without any change, it can stay there. Such kind of substances are called as non biodegradable substances. Students, now let us see, so what kind of materials will take how much time to degrade. So whether the substance is biodegradable or non biodegradable, we'll see. So first one is peels of vegetable and fruit, leaf, leftover foodstuffs, etc. So you know that so the microorganisms will feed on this, right? Maybe 1 to 2 weeks, so it is degraded by the bacteria. So nature of the material is biodegradable. Next, paper. So paper, maybe paper is also made up of a plant product, right? So plant ಇಂದಾನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ papers ಎಲ್ಲಾನು. So it will take 10 to 30 days to degrade. So nature of material is biodegradable. Next, cotton clothes. You know that cotton is also, we will obtain it from the plant only, right? So it will take 2 to 5 months to degrade. Next, wood. So wood also, once the wood is cut, so it will take 10 to 15 years to degrade in the soil if the plant is dead, like that. Next, woolen cloths. So woolen cloths, it is made up of animal fiber, right? So wool. So it will take about year to degrade. Next is tin, aluminum and other metal cans. So metal cans ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ for soft drinks ಗೆಲ್ಲಾನು. So that is it. So this tin, aluminum and other metal cans, so it need 100 to 500 years for degrading. ಸೊ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಸೊ 100 to 500 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡ್, ಅದು ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ನಾನ್ ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡಬಲ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅದೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೊ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್. Next is plastic bags. So plastic bags, so it will take several years. So maybe 2000 years, 2.5 thousand years it may take. It is a non-biodegradable substance. And about how many years this plastic will take to degrade, right? So since plastic takes several years to decompose, it is not a environmental friendly and it causes a environmental pollution. So beside this burning process in the synthetic materials, it is quite slow and it does not get completely burnt. Okay, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. And in the process it releases lots of poisonous chemicals or fumes into the atmosphere. So if you burn this plastic also, it will release some harmful or poisonous gases. Of course it is released to the atmosphere. So in the atmosphere, the amount of poisonous fumes will be more and it causes the air pollution. So these are the effects of plastic. What can we do to avoid use of these plastics? So first one is avoid the use of plastics as far as possible. Okay, make use of bags made up of cotton or a jute bags or cotton bags you can take. So when you go for shopping, so the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste should be collected separately and disposed of separately. So you know that so ಹಸಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಕಸ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಣ ಕಸ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಸಿ ಕಸ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಒಣ ಕಸ ಅಂತ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಟಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು it separately. So it is better to recycle the plastic waste. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ we can use that plastic one more time. Okay, it is better to recycle the plastic waste, and most of the thermoplastics can be recycled, alva. So for example, any toys or something like that, and some kitchen items, kitchen waste, so that are all we can recycle. And there is one more important methods to reduce the use of plastics means, so as a responsible citizen we should remember 4R principle. So what is this 4R? So one is reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Okay, these are the, so 4R's. Reduce means, so you have to reduce the use of plastics. And next, reuse means, if you have already have a plastics, you can use it for so many other things. For example, if you brought something from the market, again if you are going, you can use that. That is called as a reuse, and you can use it for other purposes also. Next, recycle. Recycle means, once if you are not using that any product or thing, you can recycle it, or you can so give it to recycle department. They will recycle the plastic for making other plastic, and we can recover. So we have to develop such habits to keep our environment friendly. And so student, we should not throw plastics in the water bodies, for example rivers or near the oceans, or like even the water bottles near the water bodies, because some of the plastics may be eaten by the aquatic organisms. It lead to the death of that organisms. So whenever you're going out for a shopping, you can carry cotton bags or a jute bags, and try to minimize the use of plastic materials. For example, instead of bringing food in the plastic lunch box, you can bring it in the steel box, right? We can reduce the use of plastic by these methods. So students, I hope all of you have understood, and this ends the chapter synthetic fibers and plastics. I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.